Rangers thought they had their man, but Aberdeen are set to hijack him. Welcome back to Fog Football. I say set to Sky Sports, Daily Record, all the above are linking Aberdeen with a hijacking of Dundee midfielder Lyall Cameron. Alright, I think the day that Rangers allow a player to leave their grips and go to Aberdeen is truly the day that Rangers may as well pack it all up and pack it all
grasped, no, I mean...
It probably should be grasped, but you know what? I'm not very happy about this. I want Lyall Cameron, 22 appearances, 5 goals, 4 assists, would probably walk, well not probably, he would walk into that Rangers starting 11. So, why would you go to Aberdeen?
No, I agree. Other than Luke McCowan, I think he was a standout player last year at Dundee.
Yep.
And now that Luke McCowan's gone, I think he is the current standout player at Dundee, so... Not surprising that there is offers for Lyall Cameron. I definitely can see why Rangers would be interested. And I think he's still only, 22? So he will get a lot better. Who's to say that maybe in 5 years' time, when he's 27, he won't be better than Luke McCowan? But as for right now, he is a very good player. And he is Scottish. That's another thing that Rangers would be interested in. But it turns out Aberdeen are also interested in it. But you know what, man? I think if it's a straight offer between Rangers and Aberdeen... It would be hard to turn down Rangers, but I mean, I made the same argument for Luke McCowan when Hibs came in and were interested in Luke McCowan. I said I could make an argument as to why he should choose Hibs over Celtic, and I can make the same argument as to why he should choose Aberdeen over Rangers, but you need to see something. I think you need to be going, if you're going to choose Aberdeen over Rangers, if you're going to choose Hibs over Celtic, they need to be building something. And as we're seeing right now, this would be a very risky time to go to Aberdeen because they're an absolute freefall. You don't know if the manager, let's be honest, you don't know if he's going to be there. Due to how bad the form is, right?
Same applies at Rangers.
Well, the same does apply at Rangers. So, I mean, it's difficult, I get it. If the bigger the club you go to, the harder it's going to be to break into starting 11. Luke McCowan, right? He was 26. He was 5 years older, so you can maybe make the case it was kind of now or never for him. If he was not going to go to Celtic at 27, he probably wasn't going to go to Celtic after a few years at Hibs. But for Lyall Cameron, if he did choose Aberdeen, there's nothing to say that in a few years' time he couldn't go to either Celtic or Rangers.
I think that is the key.
He is a lot younger than Cameron.
Would Rangers feel like, well, you know what, you rejected us a couple of years ago, so shove it up your arse sort of deal? Potentially. Now, the Daily Mail are reporting that Dundee standout could be going to Aberdeen. I mean, Aberdeen have already backed Jimmy Thielen this transfer window. Obviously, they wouldn't be able to match the wages on offer at Ibrox, but you know what? Rangers need to stop overpaying guys big wages. I don't think they would overpay.
Yeah, but you look at the Aberdeen midfield right now, man, and people they don't want Nielsen to play again. They're saying that Shinnie's legs are done. You feel like Lyall Cameron would absolutely walk into that Aberdeen team. I'm not sure if he walks into the Rangers team.
As much as I want him to walk into the Rangers team,
it would definitely be harder for him to nail down a place. You feel like it's his. It's almost like if he moves to Aberdeen, he's got a spot in the starting 11. The gig is his.
Aye.
If he goes to Rangers, he needs to earn it.
But you know what? I think he would get it easy because Haji is probably away at the end of the season. That whole new contract situation.
I like the way you say easy as if it's not just he just walks in it. Well, that's like
I think he does.
If he's gonna walk in easy, then he should choose Rangers over Aberdeen 100%. Aberdeen shouldn't even be in the back of his mind. But for you to suggest it's easy, it's crazy, man. He's got
no. But look at
there is good players.
Barron's ligaments are done. It looks like. Bailey Rice is probably going to start tomorrow or this afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. And it's like, if that's the case, if Rangers signed him now, he would be starting games. Maybe in the summer when this deal... But that's another thing about Rangers. If they truly wanted him, they would have signed him by now. He's already cup tied. If Rangers were going to sign him in January, why would they allow him to get cup tied? Of course, he featured against Dundee United. I mean, that's the only thing Rangers got going for them, the cup. So why the fuck wouldn't you want him?
Rangers' number one midfielder is probably Raskin, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the number one, and then there is competition. But at Aberdeen, he does walk into the team.
Yeah.
You can say he walks in easily at Rangers, but
I'm saying right now he walks in easily because
at
of
Aberdeen
injuries.
he does walk in. I don't think it can be disputed that he would 100% start right now for Aberdeen.
No, he would.
And if he doesn't, then fuck me, I don't know what Jimmy Thielen's playing at.
No, I know. I totally understand that, but I do genuinely think if he signed today, I think if Lyall Cameron signed today, he would start against Dundee United because Rangers' midfield area is just absolutely, snookered at the end of the day. He can also play on the right. Tierney's injured for a month, so he could have played there. Again, not ideal if you join a club and you're playing immediately out of position. But
would Lyall Cameron play more at Rangers than Luke McCowan plays at Celtic?
Ooh, I tell you what, it would be a tough one.
Well, case closed. Because I think Lyall Cameron plays every game for Aberdeen.
No, but Luke McCown does play every game for Celtic. He just doesn't start anywhere near enough any game.
There's a big difference when you're coming on 90 minutes.
No, I know there is a big difference.
Like he did against Kilmarnock in the cup.
But what I would say is playing every week for Rangers better than starting every week for Aberdeen? Yes. And that's what it might come down to. I mean, I guess we'll just see how it goes.
What he doesn't want to do is he doesn't want to go to Rangers and basically become a sporadic player.
He won't. I wouldn't worry about that. But Rangers aren't going to pay the couple of 100,000 to bring him in early. And the way Aberdeen... You know what the reality is? Aberdeen and Hearts are spending hundreds of thousands. Fucking more than what Rangers aren't willing to spend this window. It's actually tragic, man. Rangers aren't willing to spend $500,000 for this guy. And we've got Celtic out there potentially bidding 10 million for Schrisgarden, or whatever he's called. Probably butchers
I don't really get it. Celtic Rangers ended up paying over $500,000 for Barron in the end.
Yep.
Through the courts, so why not just pay?
But because Lyall Cameron has he's been developed to Dundee, they're going to have to pay a fee anyway.
That's what I mean. So why wouldn't you just pay whatever they
tells
want?
Me they're not that interested, honestly.
Would he start over Barron if Barron's fit?
I know we've labelled this a hijacking, and people have already made videos about Lyall Cameron signing, but if Rangers truly wanted him, he'd be in the door. And it's the same with Shankland this time last year. If Rangers truly wanted Lawrence Shankland, they would have went and got him.
Not true.
You know what I mean? But no, what they went for was the big loanee signing from the Premier League, because that's never let them down. Of course it's fucking let them down.
Has it ever worked for them?
No.
I mean, Diallo was... I mean, he wasn't that good at Rangers.
Diallo was
shite.
That was the whole hype.
Did he not have the one good... This is
against
debut?
Ross County, but they drew 3 each.
His debut was pretty good.
I remember working that day. I was clinically fucking depressed. Still am. Brother, Rangers, we don't win.
What is the asking price? How much did Dundee require? What would they say?
I think it's about $500,000.
A contract. I mean, is it worth Dundee running down if they don't get the $500,000? Realistically, but will Dundee...
But they'll get $300,000 anyway, due to the development fee.
So they may as well.
Yeah.
Plus, Lyall Cameron could be the difference between Dundee
easily staying up.
Aye. Easily staying up?
Aye.
Oh, come on. I don't think Dundee...
If they lose Lyall Cameron...
I think Dundee are more likely to finish in a European place than they are to finish 11th.
Yeah, but it's pretty close.
No, it is, but I just think that Dundee are... Dundee are a team on the up.
Lyall Cameron could be the difference between Dundee finishing above Aberdeen.
I think that it could be. 100% it could be.
If he goes or not.
Well, I'm just looking at the teams that Dundee... If you take into the teams that are in that middle of the pack, I think that Dundee will pick up more points from this point onwards to the end of the season. I think they'll pick up... Well, I know they'll pick up more points than Aberdeen. I think they'll pick up more points than Kilmarnock. I think they'll pick up more points in Ross County. I think they'll pick up more points in Motherwell. I think they'll pick up more points in St Mirren. For me, Dundee will pick up more points than those teams. So I can certainly see a case where Dundee do maybe top 6. I mean, I do think that Hibs and Hearts will push on strong, and Dundee United are going to get third anyway, I think, because of the gap that they've currently got. I could see Dundee finishing 6th. I think they could finish 6th, but it will be tight because the split is coming up 9 games. It's very close.
No, it is, absolutely. But that's where we're going to leave it, guys. Will it be hijacked? We'll have to wait and see. Still a decent time to go in the transfer window. But today, Rangers, Dundee United, reviews, all that good stuff.
Tell you what, how much more appealing would this move be for Lyall Cameron if Aberdeen were still in 2nd place?
Well,
or even if they were in 3rd place, but they were still doing decent. They were a team that the form had dropped off, but it hadn't gone to complete shit. I just don't think Aberdeen's an appealing prospect at the moment.
They're not. They're sinking. You don't get on a sinking ship.
Well, you could maybe argue he thinks maybe going there, he can be the one to turn it around.
Aye, block the iceberg hole. Anyway, that's us wrapping it up. Till then, peace.